all know that purchasing a home is quite an investment, and it's important that we take care of that investment. There's nothing worse than seeing costs skyrocket, especially when our heating and air conditioning units have issues. Well, today we're going to be talking to our coastal expert about making our homes not only comfortable, but affordable. Joining me now is the president of McCall's HVAC, Bryant Dunn. It's good to see you, Bryant.
Good to see you again, Natalie.
I'm so glad to have you here because you always keep us updated and make sure that we save money with our homes, and that's great.
That is great. We want to keep you more comfortable and save you money.
So, Bryant, let me ask you this. What should I do if my home starts having climate issues?
Well, certainly give us a call at McCall's HVAC, and that's where I get involved. When the air conditioning system is working, but it's just not as good as it used to be, or you've noticed some changes, and perhaps you've noticed the power bills going up. These things are never going to self-correct and make themselves better. So certainly if it's broken, give us a call for service. But if there's issues that have been getting progressively worse, that's when we want to come in and do a full home assessment.
Okay, so full home assessment. I mean, so for some of our viewers who may not be familiar with the difference between maybe a full home assessment and maybe the diagnostic testing that goes with that, what is a whole home assessment? Because I know that's what you guys do at McCall's HVAC.
That's right. When the air conditioning system is working, but you still have hot and cold spots, bad indoor air quality, humidity issues, cold spots, these things are when we really need to get in and assess the whole home. And by the whole home, I mean the home envelope, what separates the home, the conditioned area between the outside and the inside.
Because Bryant, you know, I think a lot of people think in terms of if the heating and air, there's something wrong. They just specifically go to the outside system and they think
it's the machine.
They think it's the actual
That's
machine.
right.
But sometimes it's not that at all.
In most assessments that we do, the machines, the indoor and outdoor air conditioning equipment, that's about a third of a whole house assessment. We spend about a third of the time assessing the equipment. The other 2/3 of the time are assessing the integrity of the home envelope and of the duct system. So it's the equipment, it's the duct system, and it's the home envelope that all need equal attention to have a comfortable and energy efficient and affordable home.
So what are some signs that I may need a whole home assessment?
For a whole home assessment, that assumes that your equipment is operational. So your equipment is heating and cooling the home. It's just not as comfortable as you would like it, and perhaps you have high energy bills. We also see things like mildew, signs of mildew, staining, wet spots, smells. All of these things are indicative of uncontrolled air coming into the home and then having to condition that air. So we'll take a whole house approach, and when we're coming in the home and doing the assessment, we'll look for these signs, but from the homeowner's standpoint, it's usually some sort of discomfort or a realization that things just aren't as good as they could be. The homeowner is not going to get in the places that we get into, which are the cavities of the home, the attic, the difficult places, because we find most of the time that when we have a defect in the home envelope or in the ductwork, it's in a very inaccessible place.
So what are some benefits of having a whole home assessment?
Perfect air quality, perfect control of temperature, and low power bills. Those would be the three things that I would want in a home that I lived in.
And how can it save homeowners money? I mean, by having a whole home assessment.
Well, having the air conditioning equipment properly sized and applied to the home, having a tight home that doesn't let outside air in, and having a duct system that properly distributes that. When you have those three things working together, you're working most efficiently. There is no waste. Your air conditioning system is not running extra to overcome the outside air that is coming in through the duct system or from the attic through a hole like a can light. So when the machine, 100% of its electric energy is converted into cooling that stays within that structure. That's operating most efficiently, and there is a direct relationship with efficient operation and comfort.
Is there a certain time of year that's the perfect time to have a whole home assessment?
When you've noticed changes in the home, really. When you've noticed a change in perhaps how your system runs, if it's running longer, making a noise, you have a new smell in the home, your power bills have gone up, somebody is in the home is experiencing some irritation. These are the times to go ahead and call and make an appointment so that we can do the assessment and develop a game plan to get it fixed.
And of course, you know, we all are busy and work on schedules. How long does it take? Is it something that's going to be ongoing for a week or 2 weeks, or how long is this going to take?
Natalie, about an hour and a half usually with,
You're
say,
kidding me.
well, that's in-home testing.
Right.
And then we have to gather the information, go back to the office, pull some pictures and some test readings together to produce a report. So about an hour to 2 hours in the home, depending on the size and the number of systems, and then us getting back and putting the report together. And usually we have a follow-up visit with the homeowner to go over the results.
Thanks, Bryant, for all that you guys do at McCall's HVAC and for educating our viewers on these issues.
Well, thank you for having us.
It's always great to see you. If you'd like more information on McCall's HVAC, just go to our Coastal Experts page. You'll find that at wsav.com.